facing up to an authoritarian leader who many Americans regard as this country's #1 adversary. Give us a call at 1-800-423-8255. That's 1-800-423-TALK. You can also follow us on Twitter. Find us on Facebook at On Point Radio. I'm talking with John Cipher, a former member of the CIA clandestine service, and joining us as well now from Washington is Andrew Weiss. He's a Russia expert and vice president for studies at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. And Andrew, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us as well.
Great to be here.
Love to just get your initial reaction to what you're thinking about this morning, the day after Helsinki.
I think people are still in shock. This was a singularly shameful moment, and the implications and the consequences of what Donald Trump did yesterday are going to be very long-lasting. Let's step back for a second. Donald Trump started the press conference and acted very Reagan-esque, and he said things that were really, I think, defensible and sort of clear-headed about why he wants to have a better relationship between the United States and Russia. People can say that would have been politically, treacherous for him, but he seemed to be able to high road a lot of what he's been advocating through tweets and other public statements. It all went just shockingly downhill from there and displayed lack of discipline. He basically set himself on fire, and he basically made what he has claimed he wants to do that much harder to achieve, which is normalize U.S.-Russian relations. And the way he did it, and the spectacular effort to ingratiate himself with Vladimir Putin in front of the world, I think backfired spectacularly. It's going to be really toxic. If Russia was already toxic in Washington, it's that much more toxic today.
And talk a little bit more about why what he did yesterday was so dramatic. Because in a sense, I guess here's the question. Was it anything new? I mean, he's been cozying up to Putin for a long while, and he's been very skeptical about the findings of his own intelligence agencies when it comes to allegations of Russian meddling in U.S. elections. So what was so different in your mind about what happened yesterday?
It went on and on and on. It basically was like watching Alex Jones on InfoWars, going into the depths of conspiracy theory, mistruth, and outright falsehood. And the attempts to basically cast doubt on the accuracy of the U.S. intelligence community assessment that Russia had dramatically and unacceptably interfered in the U.S. Domestic political environment in 2016. The fact that President Trump's national security team has been uniformly, I think, very outspoken. Mr. Pompeo, Mr. Bolton, Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats, they are all basically using the same talking points, which is saying this threat has not abated and that we're seeing continued Russian efforts to meddle in U.S. politics. Donald Trump could have very easily said, I take all that stuff very seriously. Donald Trump could have said, Vladimir Putin has to stop this. It's going to have an impact on our relationship. And he chose to basically say, Putin was really persuasive. He really spoke very forcefully and said nothing, of this sort is happening. It was one of these, who are you going to believe? It was such a shocking moment, I think, for anyone who's ever been involved in this issue. It's a dark day.
Well, let's listen to a little bit more from that press conference. So before this, President Trump tweeted that U.S. oversight, stupidity, and the Mueller probe were responsible for the decline in U.S. relations with Russia. When he was asked at the press conference yesterday in Helsinki if Russia would take any blame, here's the president.
We have some mistakes. I think that the probe is a disaster for America. I think it's kept us apart. It's kept us separated. There was no cohesion at all. Everybody knows it. It went out to the floor. So far, what I know, virtually none of it related to the campaign. And they're going to have to try really hard to find somebody that didn't relate to the campaign. It was a clean campaign.
And let's take some calls on 1-800-423-8255. Let's go to Wes, who's calling from Nashville, Tennessee. Hi, Wes, you're on the air. Thanks for the call.
Hi, Anthony. Color me unimpressed with the Republican response. I mean, Republicans are concerned and some are outraged, but just like always, Republicans will do nothing. Using Trump as an example, you could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue, and in this case, Congress is going to do nothing about it. Here's an example. Last night on the PBS NewsHour, where Mr. Cipher was a guest, Rand Paul belittled McCain's comments and then drew a moral equivalence between the U.S. and Russia. So clearly, Republicans are nowhere